Alright guys, so is everyone feeling tuned in with their doggy friend? Alright, so what I want us to start with is the second we typically start going up the driveway, especially with a new dog who hasn't gone on a full walk yet, so Bruno's the only one that hasn't, we're going to have him in the rear. We're going to have Ahsoka leading the pack, and then we're going to have Sheffield behind Ahsoka, Frank behind Sheffy, and then Bruno. You two, if you're feeling like the dog's forging ahead, you're not at the point as much where it's just going to be like a no tap heel or a shh tap heel. It's going to be more of a we need to work them through it a little bit. So that's why I have you guys kind of in the rear. So if you have to drop back, I'll make sure the pack's staying together. With a Sheffield and an Ahsoka, you're going to have to be on top of her for more of her pushiness. You're going to have to be on top of him for his slowness. So I want you to think about there's an invisible wall next to your leg. That's kind of the boundary that we've created with our leg. And she starts to get past it. It's either your shush or your no, whichever one feels natural and comfortable for you. Tap on the stem, a little bit of leash guidance, which is their directional guidance, back into that position. If they're really pushing, and we're noticing it's more of a state of mind thing versus a position thing, like with a reactive dog like her, it's going to be more of like how I had to set the tone with her when we got on her outing yesterday. Shush, higher tap, then we come back down and then worry about the obedience command. With Sheffy, he's fallen behind. You're going to give him tone, kind of tap your leg a little bit, heel, repeat heel to get him into that position. He doesn't, just do the tone, stem. And it's going to be a little messy at first, totally normal, but let's just get moving. We're not in a super fast pace. Let's just get everyone kind of moving together as a pack, and then I'll kind of point things out as I see it. If you have a question, holler at me, all right? Okay, so you start us off. Yep. Here we go. Sheffy, jump in the sand. Every time he's also going to forge ahead, you don't have to do a drop back, and I don't want you to choke up on, I'll show you, and I want you to do kind of like a shh. Okay. So what number are you at?
16.
Go up a little bit.
Okay.
Right there, shh. And see how he's kind of bringing your body over there?
Yeah.
Move over here, tone. Just like you would do a heel down to the bottom. Don't pick up your pace because he's picking up his. And I'll show you here in a second kind of how I would adjust that. You want me to show you?
Yeah. Cool.
So what I would do when he's kind of like pulling me over there, it would be a so I had to go up to a 36 there. When we have a dog that's this reactive and this intense and likes to challenge leadership, we typically have to come up quicker than come down in our numbers. So now I'm at a 7. It's going to be a lot of like finesse type stuff, but I don't want you to feel like you have to do is manage with the leash. I want us to use the leash as directional guidance, not holding him there.
So here's just tone, heel.
Yep. And you'd like to catch me underneath. Here. Move to your right. Then you can come down a little bit. Much better.
Slow down up here. You can actually have him sit. Right here, just sit.
So stop and sit, you guys.
Good boy.
I'm going to use Sheffy as an example for a second, and we'll get them in here with Frank.
Sit.
I'm going to take him for a second. So sometimes lagging is even more challenging than a pushy dog.
He's not lagging.
He's not lagging? Is he
all.
good? Awesome, awesome. Is he being pushy at all?
Skosh.
All right, all right. Hey, is your stamina getting up there? I like it. So let me show you how we do kind of that combo of the second I'm gonna ask him for more, he's probably gonna get a bit more sluggish because he's like, this is hard work, this is hard work. So I'm gonna start up. I want it to make sure that we're not micromanaging with the leash at all. So if we're feeling like we have to keep tension to keep the dog into the position, that's what I want to try to avoid.
He's drifting off.
Drifting, perfect, okay, good for me to know. Shh, shh, shh. So, let's make sure we got nice and smooth. I keep him a bit looser in the kennel and stuff, so I should have tightened that up. Good. So instead of using the leash here, it's me, Sheffield, heel. And I relied on my stim there. So it was a tone, stim. What I'm doing is tone, stim, into position. Good. The leash is the direction, not the management into that position. Tone, stim. Good. Good man. Tone, stim. Good man. I'm at a 10 out of 100. Tone, stim. And I'm going to come down right there. Good. Good. You start to get a dog who's understanding heel to a capacity, and we're getting that forward. Instead of feeling like you always have to drop back, it would be a shh, tap. Right there, he's not foot and tap. Let me move towards his friend again. Good man! We're trying really hard! Shh. Good. Right there. So it's kind of like a shush tap followed with a little pop. You warmed him up for me. It's looking good. So if you're getting that pulling to the side type of stuff, what I want you to do, especially if we have to we can't be using the whole road when we're out there throwing by car. So what I want you to do is just do a little tone, stim, and pull him over a little bit with leash guidance to your leg, okay? And don't be afraid, in that situation, to go up in your number a little bit. If he's kind of just like pushing against the guidance, bring your number up a little bit, then we'll come back down, okay? So we're back up to that 10 or 11, and we'll adjust as needed. So you can go ahead and get back into that position. How is Ahsoka feeling? She's doing pretty good. I saw you do a little bit of leash stuff with the head shaking, which is perfect. We will, once we get moving a little bit more too, I want to get her to the back because she doesn't like to be in the back of the pack. She wants to lead the way. So I'll have you, I'll let you know when I want you to just drop back. When I say Ahsoka and Kenzie drop back, you guys keep going. Use it as a nice pass-by exercise for them. Make sure you give Bruno enough space, okay? How's Frank doing?
He's good.
He's moving nicely with you.
Yeah.
Gets a little sluggish.
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna work on him following me to the side because he wants to drift off a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And also me being kind of his comfort zone. He was kind of drifting to where I was.
He's really
So that's a great, because you were on the walk. He was doing that with me the first time too.
Yeah.
It's just drifting, maybe the grass is gonna be a more comfy space. And obviously Bruno, you got the live wire back here. But you guys things are cleaning up. Just again with him, don't be afraid to go up and address for arousal, then come back down.
Okay.
He might be one of those that has to be like a up and down, up and down, up and down. He's not gonna be we're at a 4 or 6 on our entire walk. He's gonna be we're at a 50, now we're at 2. And again, I'm just throwing those numbers out there. Doesn't mean that that's actually what it is,
Higher
but
for arousal.
just going to be all over the place because his state of mind goes from 0 to 60 in seconds. So let's start back up, Ahsoka, and keep a nice, yep, we're going to take a left.
Yep.
Love it.
If you see a car coming at me, just let me know.
Up your number a little bit, Keith. He's forging ahead, and I don't want management on the leash. So do a nice shush, tap, and pop.
Heel. Good.
Good job.
Good.
What I would do with him is I would choke up on your leash a little bit and get it kind of into the heel type position so that if you start to naturally feel him putting the tension on the leash himself, tone stem to get him to pick up his pace a little bit. So that I don't want him to think that every time he takes leash he gets it. Move over to the left. Watch Ahsoka here. She likes to try to like slide into no nose to the ground, no nose to the ground. Good. Nice job, Steve.
Heel.
Stay in the grass, Ahsoka. But he's just like a...
Get it? He's like, okay, I'll stay right here. And then 2 seconds later, he's like,
Exactly. Yep. Kenzie, do a side step without giving leash and see what she gives you. Move over. Good. Just want to make sure she's still with you. Yeah. Good. So right there, she's bringing you over to that direction. Move to your right.
Heel.
Okay, since there's no car coming, Kenzie, you're going to drop behind and go past everyone and go to the back of the sofa. There, get covered. Keep it with you. Use a little tone. Get her towards you and she's going to go as well. Sometimes I think about it too, like when I'm walking the dog, I just want to pretend like when a dog knows heel and we need to really give them our body guidance and utilizing what we taught them through the language of the e-collar, I almost pretend like the leash is in my pocket. Like I am doing it hands-free, but obviously out here I'm not going to do it hands-free. It's dangerous, but really thinking like I have the leash if the dog needs that information, but let's really work with what we've now taught so that when the dogs go home, I don't want it to feel like micromanagement on the leash for the owner. So for with her, where it's like really easy to use the leash and she is so sensitive, almost like pat your leg and use like your body guidance and your e-collar first and follow through with the leash if needed. Okay?
How do you help a dog if there is anything you can do? Because I struggle with some of my personal dogs. Is I noticed her, especially when we first started, if anybody shushed or said no,
Oh, she was like,
there's like, oh,
yeah.
What I do.
She's like
it
unsure
wasn't
of that.
me who said it, but she heard
Yeah.
somebody make the same noise that she understands to mean.
Yeah. So usually I would just like, if she like kind of goes into like a position, I would just give a little bit of leash and stay really neutral kind of with my energy versus like making a deal about it. And you know, we could do some stuff of like Ahsoka, that's my good girl, and like kind of do some engagement one-on-one with you and the dog to kind of not have her be so sensitive to the environment around her, because that's really a react dog for you too, who's also very sensitive, is like when they are that fine line between Keith, we're gonna, just so we don't kill them, start looping back. Good job. AK, so we don't kill them. And Frank, because he was gone. But good job. We're all looking great today. Good job. But yeah, some of that for her too is just because also she's been just so aroused for every single walk-in situation that she does take correction actually pretty nicely, that we almost just have to kind of like build up her confidence with the handler that she's with. So even if like Brody will get like that a little bit too, if he hears like a no, he's like a uh-oh, like we're not supposed to do that kind of thing. And I just don't make a big deal about it, to be honest. I'll kind of give like a little bit of leash, like we're good, like get off that energy, and the dog kind of is like, okay, we're good. If they're feeling good, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move up there and make sure that he's good. Thanks for teaching Frank Peel for me.
Yeah, of course.
Good. Here's the thing. Relax your arm.
Nope.
I'm gonna baby talk you as.
Heel.
Yep. Good. Go up in your number a bit.
I'm at 18 now.
Yep. Go up to like 25. And right there.
Heel. Good. Heel. Good.
Look to your right. He wants to go to the left. Tap and heel to the right. There you go.
Heel.
The next tone, and when you have to go to the stim, give a slight leash pairing pop with that stim to get him just like boop, boop, move forward, move forward. Good. Slow down up there. Do a stop and sit really quick while we're catching up.
We're really fast walkers.
Really fast.
I'm like, we'll walk dogs together and I'll just be like, hey, can we like, we're always on a mission.
You guys are efficient.
Let your dog know good. Start back up. And I'm gonna baby talk him. He pulls towards me, Keith. We do a no, tap, follow through with the leash.
No.
And then
No.
And then tell me. Yep, perfect. Good job. He doesn't care about baby talking. Hi, man. Ooh. good. So right there, tone a little. See how she was unsure, like, oh, careful Morgan, car. How she was like a little unsure, like, oh, I really want to go over there. I'm just slowing down. And she made a great decision. I would let her know good, then help her pick up her pace with tone, since that's what it means to her is movement.